Good morning, Year 3. So yesterday I left you with this problem and I said it would set us up for the work that we're going to do today. And it does, because today we're going to focus and concentrate on subtraction with numbers that have zeros. Now sometimes people look at these and sometimes they might panic a little bit or worry a little bit. Don't. Honestly, it's absolutely fine, because all the skills that we've done so far, you just need to apply them. It's just that it looks a little bit different. So let's go through it together and see how we get on. Okay, so we have 300 subtract 76. If we go to the ones column, which we know we start with, we've got 0 ones and we need to subtract 6 ones. More on the floor, go next door and get some more. So we go next door, but there are no 10s to regroup either. So more on the floor, go next door and get some more, but go next door again. So we have 300 in the hundreds column and we need to regroup one of these hundreds. So we'll regroup one of the hundreds, and instead of 300 we'll have 200, and then we're going to regroup that 100 into 10 tens. So I'll put the 10 tens into the tens column. Now go back to the beginning of the sum again. We have 0 subtract 6 ones. We have more on the floor, go next door and get some more. We can. So now we can regroup those tens. So instead of 10 tens, there are 9 tens, because I'm going to regroup that one. And I'm going to put those 10 ones, let me start again. I'm going to regroup that 10 into 10 ones. So I'm going to pop those 10 ones into the ones column. I now have 10 ones in the ones column. I can subtract 6 ones. Now think of your number bonds. You can do that really easily. Let's subtract them. 2, 4 and 6. And that will leave us with 4 ones. Then we go to the tens column. We have 9 tens and we need to subtract 7 of them. So let's subtract 7 of them. Whoopsie. And that will leave us with 2 tens. And then I have 200, but I don't need to subtract anything from it because it was a 2-digit number I was subtracting, so it remains 200. So how many children were there in the hall? There were 224. How did you get on with that one? Let's try a few more and just practice that skill of subtracting with zeros. So knowing how to subtract with zeros is really important, especially if you're doing things like shopping. So imagine you went to a shop and you wanted to buy something and it was £3.86 and you paid with a £5 note. Now if you think of this in pennies, that would be 500 pennies, and your thing that you're buying would be 386 pennies. So let's work out what the change would be. And it's like putting it into practice, so then you understand why we're doing questions like this. So we have 500 and we need to subtract 386. So we start in the ones column. We have 0 and we need to subtract 6 ones. At the moment we can't do it because there's more on the floor, so we go next door and get some more. Hang on, there's nothing there, so we have to go next door again. So there were no tens, so we go to the hundreds and we regroup the hundreds. So instead of 500, we regroup to 400, and then the 100 will change into tens, so we'll regroup it into 10, so I have 10 tens. Let's pop those 10 tens onto there. So now, 0 subtract 6 ones, more on the floor, I go next door to get some more. So the 10 tens, I will regroup one of those tens. Whoopsie, I can't quite have enough room. So I have 9 tens. And then those 10 ones, I'll pop into the ones column. And I show it on my sum. So I now have 10 ones and I need to subtract 6 of those ones. Let's subtract them. You think of your number bonds while I'm doing that. So that's going to leave me with 4 ones. Then I have 9 tens and I need to subtract 8 of those tens. So that's going to leave me with 1 10. And then I have 400 and I need to subtract 3 of those hundreds. So that's going to leave me with 100. So if it was money, if I was paying with £5 and my item was 386 pennies or £3.86, I would have 114 pennies change or £1.14. Okay, let's try another one. Imagine this time I have £8. Okay, that would be 800 pennies. So I have £8 and I want to buy something that's £4.25 or 425 pennies. I need to make sure I know how much change I've got. Maybe if I wanted to buy something else, I need to know if I have enough money. So let's try this one. So we're going to think of it as 800 subtract 425. So we know there's more on the floor. We have to go next door to get some more, but there are no tens. So we're going to go next door again. We're going to go to the hundreds column and we're going to regroup one of these hundreds. So let's regroup one of them. So that's going to leave me with 700. I'm then going to regroup that into 10 tens. There's my 10 tens. And now this time, when I have more on the floor, I can go next door to get some more. So instead of 10 tens, I'm going to regroup one of those tens into ones. I left myself enough room this time. And there are my 10 ones. Oh, just about to pop those all on. So I now have 10 ones in the ones column. And I need to subtract 5 of them. Nice easy one for our number bonds. We know that 5 and 5 is 10. So 5 ones and 5 ones are 10 ones. So there's our 5 ones. Then we have 9 tens and we need to subtract 2 of them. So let's subtract those 2. And that's going to leave me with 7 tens. And then I have 700. I need to subtract 4 of those hundreds. There's 2. Whoop, there's 4. So that's going to leave me with 300. So 800 subtract 425 equals 375. If that was money, I'd have £3.75 left. Now this is a really good way to practice a little bit of money whilst you're doing subtraction with zeros. If your parents don't mind, maybe you could go online and have a look at the Argos catalogue and maybe choose something out of there, less than £10, and imagine you're paying with £5, £6, £7, £8, £9. Just have a practice at doing the subtraction with the zeros. It seems more fun if you're pretending that you're shopping too. Have a go with it, see how you get on, and practice that subtraction with zeros for me. Well done guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.